Hello guys, welcome to RC Techno Trends. Today we are going to look how to create a calculator application. Okay, so the calculator is the basic application which we are going to use for learning about the text boxes and buttons and text view and displaying the output message, as well as how to work on the event listeners. Okay, event listeners also we are going to look at. We are going to look for in the while we are developing the calculator application. Okay, so for this purpose we are going to first let me show you the design of my application. Okay, so like this I'm going to have a design which is going to have two text boxes. Okay, tb1 which is used to read the number 1. Okay, and I'm going to have one more text box. Okay, so the text box 2 which is going to read the another number. Okay, and I'm going to have here, look, this one, these two are this one as well as this one. These two are the buttons. Okay, to perform some operations on this. Okay, the button which I'm going to use here is going to perform add operation. Okay, let me show you that. I'm going to have a add operation over here. Okay, and the next one I'm going to have subtract. Okay, so I'm going to have a subtract operation over here, right? So subtract I'm going to keep here. Okay, and again I'm going to have one more button. Okay, for performing some other operation, just like performing the multiplication operation. So I'm going to have multiplication operation here, right? So this multiplication operation, let me show you. Okay, and I'm going to have one more operation called division. Okay, divide operation to perform on the 4 different places. For that purpose I need to have a one more button. Okay, so the button will be like this, whatever it is. Okay, so I'm going to have two text boxes with 4 buttons. One is for performing the addition of the two numbers, and the second one is performing the subtraction of to find out the difference of two numbers, and the third one is to calculate the multiplication, and the third one is fourth one I'm going to find out the division operation over the the given two numbers. Okay, so I'm going to design a layout. First I'm going to design an application. Okay, the application name is my calculator. Okay, my application name is calculator app. Okay, and I'm going to store this one in my some folder which I'm going to call as practice. Okay, so I'm going to have this application on my in a folder called practice. Okay, let us move on to there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to perform some operation. So I'm going to create an Android application. Okay, so here start a new Android Studio project. Okay, I'm going to start my project, right? And if from which I need to find out the activity I want to add for. Okay, so I'm going to have an empty activity. So this empty activity can hold any number of the elements into it. So I'm going to take that one. Okay, so I'm taking that one, and now I'm going to have a calculator app. Okay, with the package name here I have mentioned RC Infosoft Solutions as my package. Okay, you can mention your whatever the package name you want to have. Okay, so and I'm going to take here the Java as my language. Okay, and Android 16 4.1 Jelly Bean I'm going to take, because my application with the minimum SDK can run on 99.8% of the devices. Okay, and say finish. So it is going to create some one application called a calculator app, which is going to have which is going to create two files for us earlier. Okay, those two files are the first one is main activity underscore main.xml, and the second one is main activity.java. Activity underscore main.xml is for creating the layout file, and the second one, the main activity.java, is to perform some operations on the elements of the uh, activity underscore main.xml file. So first I will open the activity underscore main.xml file. So it is going to be loaded. Okay, right. So my application was built successfully. Okay, and now let me go for this one. Okay, so here, what is my design actually? My design is to have two text boxes. Let me show you the design here. Right, I need to have two text boxes over here, and after that I need to have 4 buttons. Okay, so I'm going to have the same thing here. Right, so I need to go for text boxes. So text in the palette, I need to go for text. Under text I have a plain text. Okay, I need to drag and drop over here. So it was dragged and dropped onto the screen. Okay, just to have the constraints for all the 4 sides. Right, very nice. Okay, so I need to keep this one on the screen where I want to keep. Okay, and the layout width is not match map wrap content. Okay, so I'm going to use the match parent, so it is going to be on full screen. Okay, and here I want to have the hint. Okay, let me show you that one. So I need to go for code here. Right, so code logo chesano, and here instead of text, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a hinge. Okay, and enter the first number. Okay, and the same way I need to go for again the design. Okay, and now I'm going to have the second one. If my dragging and dropping option is not working, so I can directly right click on it and add to design, I can say. Right, it was there on the screen. Okay, so I am going to add the constraints for this one. Okay, so I'm adding on the 4 sides, and then for the top side I'm attaching it to the my earlier text box. Okay, so done. And now I'm going to have the match parent. Okay, and my thing is completed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have the hint for the second text box. Okay, so the second text box is text. Instead of text, I can have the hint, and the next one is enter the second number. Okay, and here I'm going to have the edit text ID as et num1. Look, remember this one, et num2. I have two text boxes with IDs et num1 and et num2. Okay, and now my duty is to add the buttons. So common, go for common and select the button. One second, guys. So I'm going to remove this one. Right, I got a problem here. Okay, so the problem here is this one. So I need to this one. Which is that? So ID I need to change for et num1. Right, so remember these things. Okay, so right click and add to design. Okay, and added, and I need to add on the 4 sides constraints. Added over here, and added on this side, and added on the top, to the earlier one. Okay, so now, okay, and the text here is, I need to have the add button. Okay, and the second button, I would like to add like this on the 4 sides. Okay, and the second one I need to add as subtract. So sub, right. Okay, and the next one is I need to add the third button. Okay, so on the 4 sides, and all the sides I can 0, 0, and 0, and 0, and now my thing is to keep like this. Look guys, I'm telling all the things I want to, right? And the text is not a button, it is mul, right? And the fourth button I will work to add here is button 4. And the text here is div. And I got 4 buttons over here and 2 text boxes over here, right? So it is 22, right? Yep. Right, I got 2 text boxes and 4 buttons. Now go to the code. There I'm going to have the buttons btn add, okay, and the next one is btn sub, and the third one is btn mul, and the next one is btn div, and here I need to add btn mul and btn sub, right? Let me check for the design. Okay, and here I got a problem with this one. So here I need to add a btn add. Right, I got all the things perfectly with the aligned into a separate things. Okay, all right, and now I want to add the actions for these buttons. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is on click. So okay, some, right? Let me show you here some error message here. So click on the red icon button, red bulb. Okay, you need to select create a sum of view in main activity. Now it was added onto things. Okay, and the next one I'm going to have here is, okay, so here in my main activity, okay, I'm going to have edit text. Okay, so edit text et num1 comma et num2, right? And I'm going to have the buttons btn add. Okay, so I got here red color, so just enter alt enter, just click on alt enter, so it will be directly added to the things. Okay, and btn sub, okay, and btn mul and btn div. Okay, so I got 4 buttons and 2 text boxes over here. Now I need to bind these objects with elements of my activity underscore main.xml file. Okay, so I am going to add these things. Okay, so etnum1 is equal to find view by id fpi. Okay, so id here is etnum1. Okay, and atnum2 is equal to fpi find view by id or dot id dot atnum2. Okay, and btn add, no need to have this one because I got my on click event here directly. Okay, so I don't want to add for the button add, so I'm removing button add from my list of the objects for buttons. Okay, now btn sub is equal to fpi find web id or dot id dot btn sub. Okay, and btn mul is equal to fpi dot id dot btn mul. Okay, and btn div is equal to fpi dot id dot btn div. Okay, I got the 3 buttons and 3 buttons only, and 4th button, the first button, I got the action element directly here and 2 text boxes over here. Okay, now my thing is to what I need to do now, I need to add the action listeners for my buttons. Okay, so btn sub dot set on click listener. Okay, new on click listener. I am going to create a anonymous interface here. Okay, so anonymous interface here I have his on click method. Okay, so here I need to write the code. Okay, and remember, don't forget to have the parentheses and semicolon after the curly braces. You should have 2 curly braces, 1 parenthesis and 1 semicolon. Okay, and the next one is I'm going to implement, the second method is I'm going to implement the implements on click listener. Okay, so the view dot on click listener I got here, and when I got this one, I'm going to have a error message, error thing here, and I got a red bulb here. Click on this one and select implement methods because it is an it is implementing, that means it is an interface, so you should have some methods to be implemented mandatorily. Okay, so I'm implementing the methods. The method I need to implement here is on click. Okay, so I got a on click method. Okay, and now I'm going to have btn mul dot set on click listener new on click listener. Okay, I got this one, and btn div dot set on click listener of this. Look guys, I got 3 ways of implementation of the on click listeners. The first way is I have written directly over here in as an attribute in my XML file on click of sum. So what it has done, it has created a method sum is a method which is going to take view as the parameter. Okay, and the next method is I can directly write a button sub dot set on click listener by implementing anonymous interface here. So here also I got a on click of UV. Here the on click here we have, but here I have mentioned the on click method as a alias method called sum. Okay, the sum method here we have, and here I got view of view object view I got here same. Instead of having on click here, what I have here, I have sum because it is a alias for my on click. And the third method is by implementing view.onClickListener to my class. Then I have done like this. Okay, it has shown an error, and when I got the red bulb, okay, when I select the option implement the unimplement methods, so it has implemented a method called overridden method called onClick of UV, which is there in my anonymous interface. Okay, and with the help of my button on click method. Okay, and here implemented interface method, right? And so on click is sum. Okay, I'm going to find out the sum of two numbers. Okay, so for that purpose here, first I need to find out whether the two text boxes are empty or not. If they are empty, one of them is also empty, then I want to display some message to the user. Please, what is that? I want to display some message to enter any number into that one. Okay, so et num1 dot get text dot to string dot equals empty string, then et num1 dot set error. Okay, please enter a number. Okay, and now else if, okay, et num2 dot get text dot to string dot equals of double quotes, then also I'm going to have the et num2 dot get text dot to, sorry, I want to set a error message. Okay, that is please enter a number, right? If there is no problem, that means the two elements were entered perfectly, the two elements, the two values into two text boxes were entered properly, then I need to take a read value from the et num1, okay, by using get text method, and I to convert by converting this to string. Then I'm going to get a error. The error is required type is integer but provided is string. Then I need to convert this one into integer, right, with the help of integer dot parsing, right? And the same one for et num2, and I'm trying to store it into n2. Okay, and I'm going to have int sum is equal to n1 plus n2. Okay, and now I want to display a message toast dot make test of the sum of two numbers is plus sum, right? Let me show you the output now. Okay, right, so running the application on my mobile phone, installing the application, right, launching the activity, and launch the activity, and I'm opening my application. Okay, here I got my application. So add, so it has shown some error message, please enter a number. So I have entered 12. Okay, and click on add button. I have forgotten to add the second number, so again it has shown some error, please enter a number. So I got 14. Okay, and then I'm clicking on add button. The sum of two numbers is 26, right? So like this I'm going to have the things. And now for the subtraction, for the multiplication, and for the division also the same thing. So what I'm going to do is here I am going to copy the things from here, the same things, and pasting it into subtract. Okay, here diff I'm going to have, and here main activity dot this, okay, and the difference of two numbers is not it is sum, it is diff, okay. And now for the button multiplication also the same thing. Here I need to have enter mul, and here instead of having plus symbol I need to have, for the difference I should have minus, and for the multiplication I need to have star, and here the multiplication of two numbers is not sum, it is mul, okay. And now I got a problem here, right? So I need to have here main activity dot this, right? And for the division also the same, okay. So instead of having sum here I need to have div, and here by, and here I should have division of two numbers is div, okay. Let me show you the output now. And I got four methods. I got four methods in four different ways, but performing the same operation. While clicking on the button, it is performing the event listening and catching that event, and performing some operation based on the button we have clicked, right? So there is nothing changed, but the way of implementing is changed. Way of implementing is changed, okay. So right now I am going to run on this my mobile phone. It is installing on my mobile phone, right? So here when I'm going to click on submissions subtract button also, okay, so it is going to show error and please enter a name. So I'm going to number, okay. So I'm going to have next when I'm going to have the multiplication button also, it is going to display some error message, please enter a number. So I'm going to have, and I'm going to perform the division operation. The division of two numbers is 1, and add operation, the sum of two numbers is 26, and subtract operation, the difference of two numbers is 2, and the multiplication operation, the multiplication of two numbers is 168. So 14 into 12 is 168. So it is going to display that value, right? So like this, I'm going to create a one calculator, basic calculator to perform the operations, based on the button clicked. So guys, thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, please like the video, and don't share the video, and comment on my video if you have any doubts, okay. And please subscribe to my channel RC Techno Trends, and don't forget to click on the bell icon. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.